Hello. Today we'll see a very good question, a logical question uh, about the air conditioners and refrigerator. Okay. So which one is more efficient? Okay. Generally in refrigeration system, we consider the COP term, correct? That decide the who is more efficient. So today we'll see which one has a higher efficiency or which one is having a higher COP, whether it is a household refrigerator or air conditioners. Okay, so we directly moved to calculate the COP part. Okay, but before this we have to do some assumptions before that. Okay, uh, so we assume that the refrigerant is R134A. Okay, generally this refrigerant is used at least in India in refrigerator and air conditioners R134A, which is quite widely used. Okay, so refrigerant is R134A. Then we have to assume the operating conditions or operating temperatures. Okay, so when we see the air conditioners or ACs, okay, so in India, default temperature for AC is around 26 degrees Celsius, the recent mandate from the government, but still we assume uh, to be a minimum temperature, that is suppose 20 degrees Celsius, okay, 20 degrees Celsius. Then for refrigerator, okay, this is for evaporator. Huh? In refrigerator, we store the ice, correct? So we assume that if you want to preserve the ice, then temperature must be less than 0 degrees centigrade. So we assume that the refrigerator is maintained at minus 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, now these are the operating temperatures, correct? Now, but we want to have a evaporator temperature, actual evaporator temperature, correct? So outlet temperature for AC is around 20 degrees Celsius. So evaporator temperature to maintain this 20 degrees Celsius will be, uh, it should have at least a 5 degrees Celsius temperature difference. So we assume that it is an 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, evaporator temperature for AC, and for refrigerator, evaporator temperature for refrigerator will be at least 5 degrees Celsius below this. So we say that minus 10 degrees Celsius. Okay. Okay, these are the assumptions. Okay, the values may differ. Maybe actual evaporator temperature around minus 7 or minus 8 degrees Celsius. Actual evaporator temperature inside the coil temperature may be around this is 12 or 13 degrees Celsius also. Okay. Actually, AC temperature is much higher, but we are optimistic about we are maintaining 20 degrees Celsius. So these are the temperatures. Now we want to plot these temperatures on a pH chart. Now this is the pH chart of the R134A refrigerant. This is critical point. This is saturated liquid line, saturated vapor line, and we assume the simple saturated cycle. Okay, this is simple saturated cycle. What is meant by simple saturated cycle? That after evaporator condition is saturated and after condenser condition is saturated. So first plot for AC, okay. For air conditioners, what is the temperature, evaporator temperature? 15 degrees Celsius. So look at the 15 degrees Celsius. So this is 0, this is 10, 20, 15. It is in between this. Okay. So draw the line for 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, approximately I'm drawing around 15 degrees Celsius. So this point will be at the end of evaporator. Okay, this is point 1. Now, one, that is after evaporator, then after evaporator condition is means it will enter into the compressor. So compression, so we know that compression is a isentropic process, so follow the constant entropy process. But up to what temperature? Okay, there is one more point here about the condenser temperature. What about condenser temperature? Now in ACs and refrigerator, both are rejecting heat to the atmosphere. Okay, so we assume that atmospheric temperature is equal to 30 degrees Celsius. So condenser must have temperature greater than atmospheric temperature. Again, we use a simple thumb rule, at least 5 degrees Celsius temperature difference. So condenser temperature must be around 35 degrees Celsius. So condenser temperature should be 35 degrees Celsius. So locate the point of 35 degrees Celsius. Again, we will take the scale. So 35 degrees Celsius. So this is 30, 35 should be in between this. Okay. So draw the horizontal line. Up to this point. Okay, so this will be your condensation point. This is condenser pressure. So for draw the constant entropy line. So whenever these two lines meet, this will be 0.2. This will be 0.3 straight vertical line. This will be 0.4 because it is an isenthalpic process. So this is the cycle for AC. Okay, air conditioners. Now see the refrigerator. Refrigerator temperature is minus 10 degrees Celsius. So let us take the different color. So here it is minus 10 degrees Celsius. So look at the minus 10. Okay, this is minus 10. Draw the horizontal line. Okay, since we are assuming saturated cycle, so point will be here. Let us give the notation 1 dash. Okay, now in both case, both are rejecting heat to the atmosphere. Okay, both are air cooled. Maybe AC is using fan and refrigerator is not using fan, so there might be a slight difference in the condenser temperature, but that not will be a very high difference. So our answer will not change. Obviously condenser temperature will be slightly different, but here we assume that both are operating at the same condenser temperature. Okay, there will be a slight temperature change. So draw the constant entropy line. So this will be 2 dash. Okay, 1 dash, 2 dash. This is a compression process. 3 and 3 dash both will be same because we are assuming that both are operate at a 35 degrees Celsius, and this is minus 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, and initially this is at minus 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is the 4 dash. Now this is the cycle. Okay, this must be like this. Okay, now this 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and 4 dash. This is the cycle for refrigerator. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is the cycle for air conditioner. Okay, now we know the formula of COP. What is the formula of COP? COP formula is refrigerating effect divided by compressor work. So it means COP depend on the refrigerating effect and CO and compression. Now we will see the refrigerating effect for refrigerator. Now refrigerating effect. Okay, first define the refrigerating effect. Refrigerating effect is difference between the enthalpies. Okay, for inlet and outlet of the evaporator. So this is the inlet evaporator. This is outlet of the evaporator. So for refrigerator, okay, refrigerating effect is H1 minus H4. Okay, it is for AC. Similarly, refrigerating effect for refrigerator, it is H1 dash minus H4 dash. Now, if you compare this, you can see that the length of this 1 and 4 and 1 dash to 4 dash. So 1 dash to 4 dash length is slightly smaller. It means refrigerating effect for a refrigerator is smaller than the refrigerating effect produced by the AC. Correct? So therefore, a refrigerating effect of the AC is greater than the refrigerating effect of the refrigerator. Okay. Now, second term. What is second term? Compressor work. Here there will be a large difference. So if you see the compressor work, simply you can see that the pressure ratio for AC is very small. Pressure ratio requirement for refrigerator is very high because temperature lift is very high here. So compressor work for AC. Okay, this is AC, so compressor work will be very small. So compressor work is very low as compared to the compressor work of refrigerator. Okay, so here if you see that there is a very small difference in the refrigerating effect, but there is a large difference in the compressor work. So that is why compressor work requirement for refrigerator is very, very high as compared to the ACs. Therefore, the COP of the refrigerator is smaller. Why? Because it requires higher compression work. So if you see the COP so COP of the AC, it is greater than COP of the refrigerator. Clear? Why? Because of the compression work. So thank you for watching this video. If you understood and find useful, please share with your friends. Thank you.